and we covered loads of different AI things in the programme. But in terms of this brain tracking, well, first of all, you've got to be in an MRI scanner for it to happen. So walking along the street, we're not going to be having our minds read. And I think also the other thing that was interesting here was the people who have been experimented on for this have been in the scanner for 16 hours. I tried to have my mind read, having not done that 16 hours of data collection on me, and it came up with complete nonsense. And I promise you, I wasn't thinking nonsense. I was listening to the story like the professor was.
OK, that's interesting. So as far as you were concerned, it didn't really work.
It works if it's been trained on the person's brain, but all of our brains work differently. And it's looking at the blood flow, it's looking at the process someone's brain is going through when they're listening to a particular word. So that can then be reverse engineered, that they will listen to something, the MRI scanner will track their brain activity, and then it will write the words. It's using GPT-1, which is an earlier iteration of ChatGPT. And so it's also not even the latest technology that it's using. So it is pretty impressive. What's going on is really impressive. It's just, it's not there yet on something that would be plausible to use on the go, say. But if you did manage to get wearable devices, eventually, with much higher resolution, then maybe for people who have any sort of medical condition that means that they can't speak, it could prove a really useful technology.
And that's the key of it, isn't it? For people who struggle to communicate, there is potential for something to develop there. But how long might we have to wait for that to happen?
Well, it's going to take a long time to be able to miniaturise a device, to be able to do anything close to what the fMRI could do. And so it's not that easy to create a wearable device that could do anything to that level. But, of course, in terms of the amount of data that it needs to be trained on, well, for individuals, you can do that. So if somebody was using it for that purpose, of course, it would be well and truly worth doing that.
I suppose what this proves is that we are just at the beginning of this revolution, aren't we? We don't really know where it's going.
Exactly. We are just at the beginning. And what we're seeing here is something really impressive. It's a technology that can do something